It's going today. Lord, it's going on. Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne Jazz. Hey, we have for you, Young Don the Sauce God, getting roasted in high school. Animated story.
I think everybody's got roasted
at
some point.
Jazz, me, everyone.
Or seen roasting.
Or seen roasting.
Roast
Participated.
Especially here in DMV, you have roast sessions 24/7. Like, you gotta get used to it.
If you guys have your requests, please follow us on our social medias in the links below, and don't forget to
subscribe.
Let's dive in.
Hey bro, can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog? You think you can give a brother a ride, man?
And of course, now people are just laughing, and I could feel the little social status that I had. What? Yo, what? Shut the f*** up. Goddamn, I'm trying to tell a story. Alright.
Where is it? I want to know where this place is at.
High school is the absolute pinnacle of bullshit. And it's so whack that you won't realize it until you get out of high school. While you're there, everything seems to matter. Like, a lot. In fact, nothing seems
your whole
to
life.
matter more. But the truth is, absolutely nothing that anyone thinks of you, be it a teacher or a student, actually matters. When I was in high school, I was a low-key background character. Definitely not considered for the most likely to become a famous slot in my school yearbook. I remember looking at the popular kids back in high school and thinking, they must have something that I don't. Like, they're going to continue to live exciting and eventful lives while I just continue to be a regular person. But that's not how it turned out, man. I mean, y'all see what I'm doing.
The opposite.
And as for those popular kids, I mean, most of them just live regular lives now. They have regular lives, have regular jobs, make regular money, do regular things. And I'm not saying that anything is right or wrong with their life versus my life. I'm just saying that the narrative of you during high school, the narrative of who you are, who people say you are, who you think you are, doesn't have to mean anything. I didn't always know that. So, like a lot of people, I allowed what other people thought of me to really affect me during
to dictate
high
what you do.
So what I want to do is tell you guys a story about an incident that happened during my junior year of high school, which was my first year of living here in America. A story about an incident that really embarrassed me. So as a lot of you know, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and in Jamaica, most high schools require that you wear a school uniform. I remember watching American TV and thinking, man, it's so cool that the kids get to wear their own clothes and have the freedom to express their personality.
Oh man, that's the classified school survival guide.
Well, after I moved to America at the age of 16, I got a chance to go through a couple of years of the American high school experience. And I quickly learned that getting to wear your own clothes isn't all that it's cracked up.
Nah, you get roasted if you wear certain things.
If you're poor. Now, the word poor is relative, right? Because by society's definition, my parents make good money. Like, I've never worried about if I'm gonna eat today or am I gonna have lunch money or clothes to wear to school. I grew up needing for nothing. But compared to a lot of the kids I was going to school with, I was poor as fuck. Because when I moved from Jamaica to Florida, I lived with aunts and uncles who lived in upper middle class white communities. So a lot of these kids drove nice cars. They
already had cars.
Let's get it.
Supreme, Nike, Diamond Supply, Obey.
All the brands.
They all had the latest iPhone, all of that at the age of 16 or 17 years old. Meanwhile, I'm riding my auntie's bicycle to school with my Metro Pieces rocking my Costco brand Midwest Farmer blue denim jeans that were just always a little too baggy in all the wrong places. Needless to say, I was not the flyest in school. But you know what? I was okay.
What?
I wasn't either, man.
What, the high water?
High water heroes. In high school wasn't so bad because we had uniforms, thank God.
I had uniforms since.
But it's what you had on your shoes. It's what you had your shoe. It's your shoe game.
But that's the thing, because
your shoe game lit.
Like our uniforms, they told us that we had to wear all black shoes and everything. Of course, we wouldn't listen to that.
Damn, you had to wear all black shoes. They to your shoes.
No, listen. That's why I said the rule was to wear all black shoes.
Right.
People did not listen. And the school did not care. Right. But guess what? My parents sure did. Because when they said all black, that's what we went to look for, was all black. So I looked like I had those like hospital shoes on every day. Either that or it was flats. And I hated flats.
Yeah. Yeah.
because I was a tomboy. So I was just like, I
our
hate this
uniform,
so much.
my school uniform used to be lit because they used to allow us at one point to wear black pants. But they took that away from
Lucky.
us. They took that away from us the next year. So I was a freshman, and the next year they took it away. You know how mad I was? I was like, are you telling me that everybody else get to wear black pants? What's wrong with black pants? We had black shirts, red pants. Cargo pants. You know, cargo regular pants. Mm-hmm. Red shirts.
I dare you to complain if you say one
black
more color
shirts.
shirt.
And I think that was it. Red and black. Red, we can wear red or black. Red or black shirts with regular cargo pants and black pants, and they can be shorts.
Well,
whatever.
when I went to my first high school, all we had was white shirts only.
But I used to get in trouble.
And then gray pants. I
don't know if it's still a thing, but Levi's was the thing for us for my at the time in high school. So I was like, Mom, I want some Levi's because these kids roasting my Dickies, and anyway.
With it. I had a grasp of the sacrifices my parents were making for me, and my things may not have been very high end, but they were practical and good quality. Also, I had a basketball team and good friends, so I didn't allow the fact that I was one of the poor kids to ruin my high school experience. However, it was always in the back of my mind, something I was self-conscious of, because what you had and what you wore in high school had a huge impact on your social status.
Yes.
If you were a star athlete or just like ridiculously attractive, you better have a bag, boy, or at least the ability to look like you have money. And I had none of the things. So there was always a very low glass ceiling on who I could be in high school. So PE was my favorite class, right? Obviously, everyone is just outside playing sports, having fun. It was one of the places where I could shine. I wasn't no LeBron James or nothing, but I was starting on my varsity basketball team, so I was more than good enough. But things would be different on the day of this story, because this day marked one of my most embarrassing experiences during high school. So, as most public schools require, we had a specific guideline for what you could wear during PE.
Correct.
You had to wear black athletic shorts, a solid gray t-shirt, and sneakers. And my PE coach constantly had a fucking stick up his ass. So, if your uniform deviated from the guidelines
just a little bit
slightly, he wouldn't let you play, and you get marked as absent. Well, that day I had forgotten to wash my PE gear.
It's not coming at you.
So I had nothing to wear on the day of class. I ended up asking my older cousin who lives with me if I could borrow some clothes. He dug around in his drawers for a bit, and then he pulled out a pair of black shorts and a gray t-shirt. Cool. Fast forward to later that day, and I'm in the locker room getting changed. I pull out my PE gear and I start to undress. As I'm undressing, I look down at my PE gear and I notice something that I didn't see before. On the leg of these shorts was the fattest USPA logo that I have ever seen in my life. My stomach was literally in my mouth. For those of you who are unfamiliar with USPA, as it is unaffectionately called here in America, it's seen as a knockoff Polo Ralph Lauren brand. It's a brand you buy when you want to wear clothes that look like Polo Ralph Lauren clothes. But you ain't got Polo Ralph Lauren. If you wanted to tank your perceived status in high school in one day, just go to school fully usped out. Guaranteed. And you want to know what sucks? USPA actually makes good quality.
It's quality, but people will just roast you.
Walmart or Target. It's good quality clothes at a reasonable price, but that doesn't matter in American high school. If you wore USPA, you might as well walk around with a label marked broke as taped to your face. You'd be better off wearing some $7 thin cotton white t-shirt that you copped at the Goodwill. So there I was thinking, what do I do? Do I skip class and avoid being perceived as less than by my peers, or do I put on the shorts and say fuck their opinions and go have fun playing some basketball? I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, Don, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you because of your clothes.
See, you say that right now.
You know who you are
until you get roasted.
You love PE class. Don't let such superficial things dictate to you how you choose to live your life. So you put on those goddamn shorts and go have the time of your life. So I put on my shorts, laced up my sneakers, and headed out to the basketball court. huge mistake.
No.
I definitely
At
should've
this
just
moment,
took
he
that
knew.
to the mark.
He
Yeah.
messed up.
So I
Yeah.
get out to the courts, we warm up, and I start hooping. So I'm out there, you know,
Kirko.
doing my thing, having a grand old time. And then I hear some dude yell.
Hey, yo, my nigga out here rocking the USPA, dog.
I turn around, and there he was. Let's call him Jordan, one of the coolest in school. Light-skinned dude, wore all the right clothes, had tattoos, was known for hooking up with a lot of girls, always had new sneakers on, drove to school athletic. The had it all, man. I look him in the face, and I was like,
What?
bro, come on, man, don't do this, man. There are only like a handful of black guys in our school. Don't betray a brother like that.
said there's only a
Jordan
handful.
was a savage, man. Super cocky, took a lot of pride in the fact that he was able to afford nice things, so he proceeded to roast the fuck out of me.
Yo, John, you out here stunning on this boy. Rocking the USPA. Hey, man, how much for those shorts? I'm trying to be like you, dog.
No.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna get this. Hey, bro,
Time again.
can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog? You think you can give a brother a ride, man?
And of course, now
God.
people are just laughing. I could feel a little social status
Oh my
that I
God.
God,
What? Yo, what? Shut the fuck up. Goddamn, I'm trying to tell a story. Alright. Yeah, so as I was saying, I could feel just the little social status
my
that I
God.
had for just being a nice guy who played on the basketball team melt away. But that wasn't enough for Jordan, man. Now
Are you taking pictures?
he pulls out his brand new
iPhone 4
5S and
or
starts
5S?
to record.
Oh, damn.
Hey, yo, Don, show Twitter what you
Look at his
rocking,
face.
bro. Ooh, that boy killing the
I'm so glad that we grew up in a time where
social
social media wasn't as heavy as it is now.
Because I'm not a
Yeah.
but I'm also not gonna swing at him either because he's with his crew and for sure
They'll jump
they'd
him.
jump my ass. So instead, I just turned around, ignored him, and continued to play basketball. And of course, shortly after,
They
he
keep
got
going.
bored and then went away to go be a douchebag somewhere else. And although on the outside I appeared unbothered by his taunts, on the inside
Crushed.
I was hurt, man.
Yeah.
Because now I thought that's what people were going to judge me based on. The fact that I was broke and couldn't afford to wear the Nike dry fit shorts or that.
Man, those are
bicycle to
expensive.
school.
Please.
Things that at the
Hell
time
yeah.
were out of my control. Needless to say, that was the last time that I ever made the mistake of wearing USPA or any brand similar to it. To
Oh,
school.
yes,
I also
Ed
stopped riding my
Hardy.
bicycle and
Champion.
chose to walk
Not here.
instead.
Yeah, I'm like
That one I
champion.
regret.
I'm like,
Bicycles are fun, and if you think it's lame to ride a bicycle to school, then you can go suck your blood clot. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My Jamaican was flaring up.
Yes, it was.
But as I
Oh,
was
wait,
saying,
Yeah, I know, right?
hear more
teaching
of
the
it.
bicycle and avoiding the USPAs of the world,
I-
I managed to get through the rest of
Oh
high
my
school without
God.
a similar incident happening again. But high school can be
Lucky.
tough, man, and the kids can be ruthless. What happened to me that day was cruel and uncalled for. I had never said a bad thing.
That was actually
to or about
light
Jordan.
compared
Yeah,
to
he saw
what
it
I've
fit to
seen.
try and tear me down in front of my peers for what appeared to be no reason. And if I was a different person, maybe it would have really hurt me. You know, like maybe I would have stopped going to PE, or I would have become obsessed with trying to buy the nicest things in an effort to elevate my sense of
No,
self-worth.
don't do
But
that.
instead of letting that incident set a tone for the rest of my American high school experience and, you know, possibly further than that, it went down in history as no more than a shitty experience and a funny story. I was able to do that because although my parents didn't buy me a nice car or fancy clothes, they instilled in me a sense of self-worth that is
Yes.
based on the merit of my character and who I am as a human being.
Yes, my
they didn't
parents
buy
did
me
too.
designer clothes, but they taught me hard work, integrity, discipline, and most importantly, to treat others as you'd want yourself to be treated.
Thank you.
And because they put those things first when raising me, I was able to turn myself into a person that can now afford anything I want.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've heard that Jordan still lives at home, is still whipping the same car from high school, still working a 9 to 5, lifting heavy. And again, nothing is wrong with that. I was in a position not much different
He's
from
just
that.
like, I'd
Basically-
rather not be in that
But there are
position.
many reasons why I'm here and he's still there, and why I'm sure
Right.
the gap between our standards of living will continue to widen. A fact that I will share with you as the moral of today's story. There's nothing wrong with wanting or having nice things.
Right.
Nice things can be a great
But they don't
tool
make
for
you.
attracting certain things into your life. The materialistic things you have will never define who you are.
Correct.
But who you are will always define the limits of the things you can have.
That's a good quote.
That was great.
That's a good
That
quote.
was really. I connected that on a cellular level. Okay.
Because you wanted all that stuff.
Cause I never could get a pair of Jordans. My parents would never buy me a pair of Jordans.
No.
They'd be like, these kids getting killed and stabbed and robbed for these pair of Jordans, and I don't want you to be like
My
that.
parents didn't look at it that way. It was just the price.
Yeah,
It
the
was
price.
like, that's like
price and
$200.
they
And then
use
your
that as
feet are
excuse
gonna
too.
grow. No, it's like my feet were gonna grow too. So they were like, we're not gonna buy you this $200 shoe. Then a few months later, you can't wear it no more because your
Right.
foot grew.
Right.
So they're like, that's wasted. So they said, you're gonna have to buy them on your own.
They said, nah, they're not
So-
buying you any Jordans. And you know, I saw all my other cool friends
Wearing them.
wearing Jordans, and I was wearing regular Nikes. I mean, Nikes is cool. I was
At
wearing.
least you had Nikes,
At
lucky.
least I had Nikes, right?
I didn't have that.
Oh man.
I had Payless and Walmart shoes.
I didn't have those cool Nikes though, Jazz. I'm not talking about like
Know what I had?
like the Griffies. I'm not talking. Well, I think I did have I had gray Griffies. I didn't have the cool Griffies. I had like some gray looking Griffies.
You know what? Like, you know how like Vans and stuff was like that was popular for us. You know what I had?
What?
I had Airwalks.
Airwalk.
Oh, look,
Wait.
look how
Wait,
your
no, no,
mouth,
no, no,
look how
no.
your mouth opened.
At first, I was like, oh, but then I realized that I plugged to school in the hood. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Dudes wore Airwalks.
Because it got it from Payless, but that was known to be like a cheap, like you don't have money brand.
I've seen nurses.
So
like we had, because I think we had like a nurse program. Those girls in the nurse program wear Airwalks. So
No, that's
nobody
my
never
point.
roasted. Nobody. I don't know. She lived in the bougie side of town.
Yeah, I'm
so I guess Airwalks in her side of town was
Like,
different from
Airwalks
mine.
were known as,
Because
like,
nobody
bad.
roasted nobody for wearing no Airwalks, because them Jones was comfortable.
Nah, I had Airwalks. I had the nurse looking shoes that just was just bad. I mean, like I didn't really care because like I was just going to school, so I really did. Like when I went to school, I just cared about getting in, doing my work, go home. I didn't care about being popular or people noticing me at all. I didn't care at all. So that whole thing of like, oh, people judging you for what you wear and everything, that really didn't work on me because like even though I knew the stuff was cheap, I really didn't care at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't care.
In high school, I always
Like-
wanted. In high school, I always wanted to be very popular, and I wanted to get
didn't.
attention. I was moderate. Like people, I could say I was a popular, and I was as people knew of me, but I wasn't popular in the sense of like the cool guy. I wasn't one of those.
I was
Like
the
I was, I was that hybrid. I was that perfect hybrid. I could talk to the cool people and be cool, and then I could talk to the nerd people and be nerdy. And nothing, you know, I was just right there in the beautiful in between.
I was known as the quiet one, but like my friends that were actually in my circle knew that I wasn't quiet.
Right.
And like that's just how it was. Like if I just didn't talk to you, it's either I didn't care about your conversation or I just, you know,
And
just
then-
sitting there minding my business.
And
I don't really
I think one of my friends had Polo, and because they were trying to roast him, and I was roasting them too, and I was like, because I call it U.S. Polo Assassin, because right.
Sorry.
Yeah, because it was ASSN, but I
Yeah, I
called
know.
it a U.S. Polo Assassin, and they were trying to roast him. So I was like, you ain't gonna roast my man's Polo Assassin like that,
Right.
And so before he used that horse to assassinate y'all with it,
Right.
So I was kind of like, and he felt better about it because they was really trying to go in on him. So after if I'm his
Oh,
friend
you saved him.
and I'm roasting him, and they can't come up with a better joke than that, and he knows I'm joking with him.
Yeah.
That whatever.
But see, in my
But he was
school-
from Africa, so he was like, why are they roasting me like this? Because it's the same shit as
thing.
them. So he was trying to figure out why they roasting. I'm like, bro, it's because
It's just-
for some reason some brands are not cool, and then somewhere else some other brands are cool, like New Balance. A lot of you people out there probably don't even
Right.
wear New Balance.
New Balances are like to different states that I've been to. Like when I went to Atlanta, I found out that New Balance shoes were bad. But like
Right.
here, they're good. So
Right.
that's why I was like, I guess it depends on where you at. But like, I know that you would get roasted if you were spotted wearing fake Jordans. Because there was a whole bunch of teens with nothing else to do but just like fawn over all the Jordan shoes. So if they see one little imperfection in your shoe, and it indicates that shoe is fake, you're going to be roasted for the rest of the school year. You're going to be just harassed like the whole time.
Right.
But like I never understood it. Like when people would like roast you for like whatever you wore or whatever you had. It's like let's be real. None of us got jobs.
Exactly. Okay,
so whoever's money y'all got or y'all got a bag, that's your daddy's. That's your mommy and your daddy.
Or you work. Okay. You spend hours near your summer to work for it, and that's fine.
Right. I'm like, none of us rich. Yeah. We all broke. Okay. None of us could go buy a car.
Yeah.
Unless your parents got it for you, your money. You don't have like us as students didn't have money. Like that's just it. Like that's your parents' money.
Oh, we could go on all day. But anyway,
just saying.
Yeah, just saying.
High school don't matter.
High school don't matter because as soon as I got out of high school, I was the coolest. Nobody could touch me. So anyway.
Same. I just wasn't out there. No.
Anyway, I'm just playing. Don't forget to like,
subscribe, share.
Just the word deuces.